Makeup works. Who cares? Yes. I gotta do that. Oh my gosh. House, housing legends. Housing legends.
Do I have to change my title or add anybody's ats to my stream title, or does it share a title across? Okay. Cool.
See, Maz. Hey, I'll just copy yours. Where is it? Where am I going? Where's Twitch? Oh god. Hold on a minute.
Oops. I think I hit the wrong button.
Copy. And oh god.
Hello. There we are.
Is this under WoW or just chatting?
I put mine under WoW, but
Okay.
I
World
don't
of War.
think it matters too much. Maybe Twitch will get mad, but it's okay. We're talking about WoW.
We are 4 minutes early. 4 minutes early. PayPal. I'm just checking. Can everybody from chat hear us? Please spam some nice emotes if you can. I have a rabid warrior trying to come into my room. And now a crying warrior that tried to go into the room. Okay, can you guys hear everybody okay? Is everything... It's clipping a bit. Why would I be clipping a bit?
Also,
Maybe
for
I'm
Zanzibar and GP, if both of you have like ads enabled on your channel, it might be a good idea to go ahead and run the 3 minutes of ads now, so that way we disable like the ad stuff midway through. So there might be a button for y'all on your like quick actions, but
I don't know where this would be.
On your stream manager panel, do you have like a bunch of buttons that say like, oh, edit stream info or any of that stuff? If not, that's okay. If not, that's okay.
I don't know.
All good.
Is this on Twitch?
Thank you for the follow.
Is this on
yes.
Twitch?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let me just
in the case that you don't find it, it's okay. And this is kind of just like open to everybody. If you get stuck in an ad from the person that you're watching on, you might be able to hop on to another chat and listen in while the ad's running on the other chat. So and then also, since we are raising funds for Ma's cancer treatments, if you want to have Ma's stream open and keep it at 1% volume too, if you're watching another streamer, that way she gets the ad revenue from it and we can support her even if you can't financially support. So very good thing. Of course.
I'm just checking also for the ads. Wait, ads
Zanzi's loud.
manager.
Oh, just kidding. No, sorry, you're good. I'll adjust you on my end.
I'm sorry. I'm loud. I can lower it.
It's like when we were talking about
hello, Abby.
in like SpongeBob, and you're like, I'm Patrick because little. Wait, GP.
Yes.
can you swap your cam? I mean, you're still at starting soon, so you can go to the other screen.
Oh, let me see.
Yeah, there we go. Woohoo! We are literally right on time. It's a 7 p.m. Okay, let me just check. Okay, it seems that everything is working perfect so far as I can see. Aw, thank you, Cabby. Thank you so much. Made me blush. Oh my god. Okay. Yes. Botanical.
What's up? Sorry, I was trying to not be a square.
Okay. Can we kick it off? Because unfortunately, right, there is lots of EU people that will want to watch the Eurovision Song Contest at 9. That starts at 9. So we're kind of, you know, rushing against the clock here. Let me just give me a second. Come here. What? Well, disruption by a warrior. Hello. Mama arbeitet. Mommy is working. Working. Okay. Okay, love you. Oh, goodness me. That's quite a crime. Okay. We got this. We got this. Okay. Mama arbeitet. Yes. Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to the first Mars Table Talk after quite a while. Tonight's episode is for the dreamers among us, the people who walk into an empty room in World of Warcraft and immediately start imagining stories inside of it. The people who somehow spend 3 hours moving a candle and call that relaxing, right? Housing has become something truly fascinating in Azeroth. We see you, Nicole. And it's not just decoration, it's not just creativity. It's basically emotional storytelling that we do here. Let's just say tonight I invited 3 incredible creators whose styles are similar but also so very different. And they all helped shape this beautiful housing community in their own way. So tonight is not about competition, it's not about perfection, it's about imagination, about that strange magic of making pixels feel alive. So whether you're a veteran housing addict or someone who is only just dabbling, you know, into this world of housing, welcome to the table. First tonight, we have someone whose builds feel like stepping into a warm cup of tea. Tiny details, soft atmosphere, beautiful clutter, lots of plants, and the kind of spaces that feel genuinely lived in. A creator whose homes somehow always feel emotionally warm and comforting. Many of you, though, probably know Botanical not only from her builds, but also from incredibly creative projects that got quite well known as the UFO build or the beloved Foodie Fridays that keep making people hungry every week. Let's say it like that. So please welcome and give a round of applause for Botanical.
Hi, I'm happy to be here. I'm
Yay!
excited.
Botanical.
Clap, clap, clap,
You
clap.
can tell us a bit
Clap,
something. Clap, 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 clap. You can tell something a bit about yourself, darling.
Oh, hi. I started doing housing stuff just for fun, and you know, it's made so much laughter, and it's brought back like a spark to me that I don't think I had in WoW for a while. So it's been a lot of fun connecting with y'all, getting to know so many people, and like Ma said, overthinking the smallest little things of what degree do I want it at 360 degrees or do I want it at 359? So y'all who watch me on stream know I spend 5 hours building and maybe only place like 2 or 3 pieces by the end of the stream. So, but I'm excited. I'm excited to chat with y'all.
Thank you so much. Next, we have someone whose creativity feels almost limitless when it comes to atmosphere and world building, in my personal, humble opinion. The amazing thing about GP's build is that they're all wildly different, right? And yet, every single build that we've seen so far feels memorable. From Cyberpunk Dalaran, the Horde Home, the Gothic builds, Najatar, the Arator mural, right? Which made our jaws drop, and to the famous Tentacle Tuesdays. So there's this constant feeling of experimentation and storytelling that keeps people coming back to see what happens next in his builds. So please welcome GP.
Oh my God, thank you. That was crazy.
So GP, you can also tell us a bit.
I'm GP. I try to make cool builds. I like to call them cinematic, very cinematic builds. And I appreciate that you say they're all like very different, but you can kind of see me through like every build. That's what I try to do. So that's really cool that you can see that. Also, that intro was so nice. That was really nice. Thank you.
Oh, no worries, no worries. We actually feel like that towards you. You wouldn't be here in the table talk if I wasn't genuinely like loving you guys. And finally tonight, a creator whose brain seems powered by pure housing engineering chaos. Be it tutorials, be it, creative tricks or impossible looking object combinations. The kind of builder who makes everyone else kind of stare at an object and suddenly think, wait, that can become furniture? Really? But beyond the technical, wizardry, there's also this wonderful playful creativity behind builds like the Shrek house or the Maleficent inspired castle that instantly made people smile the moment they saw them and go back to when they were small and watching Disney or just seeing that for the first time. So please welcome the one and only dragon lady, Zanzibar.
Wow! I am Zanzibar. Oh God. I like to make things that you step into WoW housing and you go into my builds and you're like, is this WoW housing? Are you sure? Are you sure this isn't, The Sims? Or what's AI generated? I get so many comments. Is this AI? No.
Yeah. I actually was like, when I saw the Maleficent build, I was like, no. No. I literally went like, I saw it on my phone and I was like, no. No, I'm deleting everything. I can't with you three anymore. It's just like you see a build. I mean, there is so many of you. There's so many amazing content creators, right? There is so many builds that I could list at least 50 people right now whose builds I follow and who are genuinely amazing. But there is a thing between a space where you live at and then making a Maleficent castle where I'm like there's just like, or the Foodie Fridays, like Nicole made the pancake that was my special and my pancake trailer for a year, right? That I had to give up. So I'm emotionally attached to this fucking pancake. And she came and just made it in WoW housing. Like it's nothing. And I'm like, bitch, go away. Like, no, like I can't. And then we have GP who's just slowly coming into the room and then showing us an Arator mural where I was like, but why? So I am I'm your hugest fan, right? And if I don't like comment on something, it's out of pure envy and jealousy, right? So I do. I always comment. I love you guys to bits. I love you guys to bits. You're all so very amazing. Okay, wait. I'm just gonna do this gecko to make him a bit.
I'm
I'm gonna make you a bit lower. 1 second.
I'm so sorry.
It's okay. No, not at all. I'll do that. Okay, there we go. It should be
A
better
very
It
now.
makes
loud
sense for the
lady.
dragon lady to roar at us.
Yeah.
Of course. Is it better now? Is it better? Yeah.
Blah,
Ma
blah, blah.
works alone. Ma doesn't have any mods, so I'm like, I'm all by myself.
Blah.
Okay, so I divided this kind of into 3 topics and then some fun stuff that we're gonna do. Like, it's gonna be funny. Let's put it like that. It's gonna be funny. But it's gonna be 3 topics, and I'm just gonna ask you guys questions if that is okay with you. Okay. Topic number 1 that I thought of was how housing became storytelling. It's basically starting with the fundamentals, which is at what point did housing stop being just decoration and start becoming storytelling? Because this is what we're basically doing. So my question for Botanical would be, like, your builds have such a cozy and comforting atmosphere. Do you intentionally chase that cozy emotional feeling, or did just happen, in housing?
I could probably talk for hours on end about this, but I
Keep it
feel like
short.
a lot of it I feel like a lot of it comes from my background. So I was a military kid growing up. And so what that meant was we were not able to make our home like fully decorated or warm all the time, because by the time we like make it all decorated and cozy, either we would get up and move, or it would just be a pain to like pack all of that up and then move to another location. And so we tried to keep it minimalistic. So as like little teenage, like elementary school, Nicole was like, I want to have all these cool things. And so I feel like that still lives within me of, I wish I had like the cozy atmosphere. And so my office, some of y'all have seen like pictures of my office. I try to make that warm. I try to make that inviting, and I have anxiety and I struggle with that daily. And so I try to make whatever atmosphere that I am in relaxing, so I can have some form of physical peace while the mental chaos is going on. So I feel like in a virtual world where there's so much going on, there's so much pressure to keep like pushing or like doing endgame content, I was like, I'm gonna make my home a home that I wish I had growing up, or just a place to let creativity run rampant, since in Keys it's like go go go, like you have to have BIS items and all that stuff. So I was just like, let me just make my space at my own pace, kind of thing. But that's kind of like a little bit.
On the other hand, though, your UFO build became massively recognized in the housing community. Did you expect that build to resonate with people the way it did?
Not at all. I built that on stream when I was streaming on TikTok, and we just started placing decor pieces. I'm like, this kind of looks like a UFO. I just wanted to make like a moonlight because it was like blue light coming from the sky. And then I randomly saw like the little piece. I'm like, that kind of looks like a UFO. And I'm like, you know what? Let's go for it. So we just started placing decor, and I was brainstorming with chat, and it's so much fun to just place stuff and see where it goes from there. So while I have all those cozy things and the fun, warm energy in a lot of my house, a lot of it is just like, let's play something and see where it goes from there. And
yeah,
so that's
but
like that aspect
again,
of it.
You have your Foodie Fridays, and they became something people genuinely looked forward to every week. So why do you think food and cozy spaces connect with people so emotionally in housing?
Great question. This probably isn't actually an answer, but for example, you said you were emotionally attached to this pancake. So there brings back a lot of memories too of like, I think I did sashimi for one of mine. So it's like, I am a big foodie, and I know a lot of other people just love foods, or even the hydraulic press that Gecko put in chat.
Yeah, I was just looking at it. Yeah.
Things where when we scroll on social media, we see people making all of these recipes. We enjoy it. I don't know about y'all. I watch like somebody making gumbo. I've never had gumbo at like 2 a.m. on TikTok. So like I'm like, let me bring some of those aspects of what I like seeing on social media into World of Warcraft, because I know that this community loves just seeing where there's no bounds in housing. So bringing in some of those aspects of what I enjoy elsewhere into housing, like the hydraulic press, like the foodie things. Let's see where this can go, and just let creativity run rampant. And I think
Aw.
that's like the super fun portion of it.
I'm so happy that it does that for you and the community, basically. Thank you so much. GP, question. You've made so many builds that resonated with huge amounts of people, be it Cyberpunk Dalaran or, Najatar and Arator and Tentacle Tuesdays. Which one do you personally think became your most iconic or popular build?
Najatar was crazy. That was the craziest thing that happened. It was like this big wave of like everything all at once, and I didn't really understand what was going on. And it was
you
just
like the building, but you don't understand what happens after it. Like
yeah, it was crazy. I think it's all been this big wave of like things happening one after another, where I feel like every build I really I don't know, I love each new build so much that it feels like they keep growing, almost like they're evolving with my style. So I feel like
this is amazing though. You have a style.
Yeah, I feel like as I keep building, like every build is my favorite one. That like my last build is always my favorite one, I think. So it's like weird to like think like I know it like does well, but I feel like every build keeps building up to this like evolved style. So I would say probably, I guess my candle that I just did. I really like. It was, I don't know, but
okay,
yeah.
no, fair enough. This is actually quite logical, because we learn so much while doing one build that the next build is actually an upgrade to the build that we did. It's very, very, very good what you said. But in terms of that, what feeling are you usually chasing when you start a build? Or is there a feeling, and what's the kind of the thought behind it? Because they're so different. It's not like, oh, I'm just following one niche. You're like.
Yeah, when I first started, I thought this was like such a cool thing to add to WoW. Like finally, after so many years, like they added player housing, and it was this kind of thing of like I can just be creative in this game that I played for so long, and it really felt like a perfect crossover for like everything I love, like the gaming. I love lore. I love storytelling. I love like aesthetics and like decor. Like it all kind of like collided together, and I feel like the mood was always me. Like I was in every build, so it kind of just kept evolving with me and like what I was feeling at the time. So yeah, it definitely had some feeling to it.
I saw once, I think it was on a story where you posted like, this is how I start my builds, and there was pictures that you took from, I don't know, from the internet, just basically kind of what style you're going for. So do your builds usually begin with visuals first or with the story first? I have so many questions, bros. I could do this for 5 hours, so I'm very sorry that I had to kind of
yeah. I really love like visuals. Like I love looking at people's art stations, like WoW's art stations. Like if you guys saw that portfolio day that was a couple weeks back, was crazy. It is like so inspiring to see all that stuff, and music inspires me.
It's visuals first, right?
Mm-hmm. It's honestly like when I'm listening to music too. Like I'll see like how I'm feeling in it.
Oh, I get that. Yeah, amazing.
Yeah. So it all kind of comes together with like this like vision of like how I'm feeling. Like right now I'm feeling really good, and I'm spending a lot of time with my family, so a lot of my builds have been like I love candles, so my last build was like my version of a cozy candle. So I don't know, it's just, yeah, I've been having fun, and yeah.
No, that's good. That's amazing. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Zanzi, what's the weirdest thing you ever turned into something else in housing?
Oh,
Oh.
I don't know. Every piece of decor turning into something is weird.
Yeah, but what's like the weirdest where you would never ever would have? I mean, we see that in all of you guys' build constantly, where we're like, I'm on my phone like this, you know, trying to zoom in and be like, what is this item? What the you know what is it? So what's in your opinion the weirdest thing that you have? You know, you turned into something else. Like, what's not visible at all? And do not say rug. We don't count the rugs.
We don't count the ruggeds.
The rugs are like.
I think when I was building my Shrek build, I was looking for like rocks or something, and I turned this, I think, Braden Brooks well upside down, and it looked exactly like a lily pad. And so I used that as a lily pad.
Oh my god!
So
okay.
I guess that's like the weirdest. It's like the accidental findings are the weirdest ones, I guess.
Definitely. But I will remember that, and I'll try that.
Mhm.
I'm really interested in how that looks. But your Shrek and Maleficent builds instantly like stood out because they felt very playful and very recognizable. You know, now when you say when somebody says Shrek is coming out, I'm like, oh, Zanzi. Oh no, wait, real Shrek? Okay, fine. So, what attracts you to recreating themes or worlds in that matter? People already feel emotionally connected to because these are, you know, famous things.
For the Shrek build, my brain literally just died. I'm so sorry.
Okay, so what attracts you? Let me remember my question. What attracts you to recreating themes or worlds people already feel emotionally connected to?
But the Shrek one, it was for the memes. So
Oh my god.
it was just for funny.
Makes sense.
But
Makes very much sense. Yes.
I wanted to go all in on it. So I wanted you to feel like you were literally visiting Shrek's castle, his swamp. And then we're making our way over to the dragon castle. And then at the end of the movie, we head down to the castle. So the castle's like far away castle. But then some people were like, "Oh, it's Duloc." I'm like, whatever you want it to be. it's a castle.
It's amazing though.
It was. I want my stuff to like be instantly recognizable. So like you look at it, you're like, "Yep, that's that." So the Maleficent one was for me. I have in the background a Maleficent backpack. I went to Disneyland as Maleficent. So I also I took a picture, a screenshot, and I just made it. So
no, it's amazing. I actually made my daughter's Maleficent costume. DIY'd it when she was, I think, 9. And I am a very big Disney fan and Pixar fan. So when I saw the Maleficent, and you made it not like, you know, the newest one, but you made it like the old one, the proper original old one, and I instantly recognized that. And I see that your builds kind of just push us back to, you know, when we were little and when we saw that the first time, and it genuinely made me scared for 1 second because I was like, I exactly know what is going to happen, and all of these emotions come back. So kudos to you for, you know, kind of bringing that back. But the main question here is, when you start a build, do you actually have a plan, or is it just like creative chaos completely taking over? You know,
is chaos. I walk in the room and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna build this. and I put some beams down, and then I stand in a spot. I'm like, okay, time to spend hours placing decor and hoping that looks like how I want it to look.
That is genuinely awesome. Thank you. That's genuinely awesome. By the way, hi everybody in chat. I can see everybody. I just am trying to move us along. Hi Mia, Gecko, Kept Hours, Ophi. Oh my God, so many people here that I actually know. So hi darlings, I love you lots. Let's move on to topic number 2. My main question in this topic was what makes a build feel real? Because this is something I absolutely love asking housing creators, but more, you know, in DMs or in person. What instantly breaks immersion for you in a build? What makes that bubble pop for you personally when you're making something and you go like, oh, no, this doesn't look right? What is it? What is that one moment? Is it like a mistake in the decor itself? You know, what is it? So I would like to just, all 3 of you can answer the same question, which is basically what instantly breaks that immersion or that bubble for you in a build? Nicole, what is it?
So there's kind of like 2 things. There's one that's like platform based, where the dies, when there's specific dies that have like the little white like thingy, it pisses me off, but you know, it is what it is. So I do my best to try and use dies that kind of match and don't have the little white like thingamabomb. And then second is something that we can manage is, so Mego Art, she's another fantastic content creator. She did a video on color theory, and I think it explains it really, really well, of like the matching undertones in a build. Like you want, like if you're having a green build, having all of the greens have like warm undertones to them. So like yellows or reds or oranges underneath it. I feel like if you have your matching colors, it really brings it all cohesively together, versus if you have like a very cool green here, a like warm green here. And I know it's very hard to like manage sometimes because we're so limited with some of the colors that we have, but I feel like that whenever I'm making something is what, or whenever I'm touring something, that's what kind of makes it for me, is when all of the undertones are very similar, or if you have something that breaks that color scheme, it just fits. So it's very hard to do that, especially if you don't have a background in art or any form of design, which I don't necessarily have that. I've just done extensive research on it because all of my random hobbies of undiagnosed issues of fixations and everything. But I feel like that's what kind of ties it together for me, is like the color scheming behind it.
Okay,
And
the colors. And
yeah.
GP, what is it for you that could, you know, kind of burst that bubble?
Lighting. But I just want to shout out that video that she's talking about, that Mego Art video, is so intense, but it's so good. It's like a crash course on color theory.
I'll put a link
It
in
is
chat to it.
Yes,
crazy.
please put a link. I want to see that too now. I'm interested.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Okay, so
I would say lighting.
But this makes sense because WoW is also very limited in lightning. Like so very limited.
I would say, like, if you can make your lighting look good, you can make anything look good. I have like a very I'm like a hobbyist for 3D stuff, but professionally I did some 3D, but not like super. That wasn't my like main job. But like lighting effects can really it can hide imperfections. It can basically highlight what you want to see, and getting to know the lighting effects, like ambient lighting, conal lighting, kind of like tricks your mind to see things a certain way. So that's like my biggest thing to change your build.
Okay, and Zanzi, what is it for you?
Wow.
We lost you. We can't hear you. Wait a second. Why?
Oh,
there we go. Now we can.
oh, okay. WoW's items are not flush, so when you're trying to put something together with something else, it stuff sticks out, and it's so annoying.
Clipping. Okay.
Because like some item will have like the perfect texture that I'm looking for, but it's also got some beams sticking out of it. So then you put it together, and yeah, so it's this, yeah, the clipping and the seams is just,
Or
it's
even
so
better when you
annoying.
have a second, like a second, kind of story or whatever, and then it clips right through the middle of the
Yes,
whole floor, and you're like there,
yes,
and there is like a beam that's just going straight through, and I'm like, okay, what am I to do now with this? Like, how? I can't even build anything with it. So yeah, totally.
yeah, and you have to like angle it so slightly so that the thing hides, and I don't know. And then when you hold shift and you try and move it, it just, I don't.
It just goes
It,
somewhere.
it,
I love that. Don't you
yeah,
love that,
yeah,
chat? Don't you love
love
that,
that.
right? You just want to just move it a little bit and it goes like pew!
Into the void.
Into the void. Bye.
Bye bye.
Bye. See ya. Can't do anything for it. And with it, it's like, okay, so there you go, chat. We heard it from the pros. And I hope you all agree. Please, housing creators that are in the chat, let us know if that is exactly what so we have clipping, lightning, and colors, right? I had lots of problem with colors when I was doing my Jamie Lee Curtis build. Oh my God, like
Which was
that was
beautiful, by the way.
oh, thank you. Like
Mm.
I thought so too, and then I saw GP make Arator, and then I just deleted the whole build. So
Oh my god.
let's move on. Let's move on.
No.
Bye, Jamie Lee Curtis. Thank you. Goodbye. Arator just
No.
kicked you in the nuts. Anyway, yes. So okay, but what is the opposite here? So what tiny detail do you think makes a build feel real? What is it? And shout out to Homes of Azeroth, AJ, and MSI for being an amazing moderator without being a moderator. He's like spamming the chat. He's like the most amazing person there is. And to everybody else in the chat, we love you. Thank you. Okay, so what tiny detail makes a build feel real?
For
If
me,
you all say now colors, lightning, and clipping, I'm gonna lose it. Okay, so please do not give us something
I was
else.
about to say good colors, but at least
No,
for me and my
not
builds, it's
accepted.
like when I walk into a room, what is something that might happen? Like, for example, kitchen. Is there something like I'm a messy cook, so like I'm gonna knock over some flour. I'm gonna knock over some like a cup full of water. So spills, and that's a very simple thing of like using dyed slate cobblestones to be able to add a little bit of like mess to a build. Or even like shadows and stuff like that. But I think when you think of a build, if you're basing it off of, like, for example, Shrek, like, okay, if I have Shrek here, what vibes do I get from Shrek? It's messy. It's like you have waffles. You're adding things that you are imagining are already in the space. So thinking about a home and your home, do you have clutter all over your shelf? Do you have like clothes on the ground? Do you have a chair that has like a bunch of clothes that you just like throw clothes on the chair and it's just like you're holding space or something? So I think for me, it's just when you walk into a space, how is it for you? And that's mostly just for like a cozy home versus like cinematic builds like GP and Zanzibar. But
okay,
that's what
so
it is for
basically
me.
it's the tiny little details. It's the details that are genuinely in our world that are the parallel to the WoW housing world that make
Right.
it real.
Like it's okay to make it messy. It's
Mhm.
okay to make like, and that's I feel like a
Unless
lot
you're
of our
making a
homes.
hospital, people. Unless you're
Very
making a
true, very
hospital, there's
true.
only bloodstains on the floor permitted. Let's not get into that topic. I could write a memoir about that one. GP, what do you think? What is the tiny detail that makes it feel real?
So I'm really bad at realism. Like Zanzibar, really good. Botanical, like cozy feels lived in. Like she does, homey. Like it feels like you're in home. And Zanzibar, when I saw her Asmongold build, that was the most intense clutter. It was so
That was the most genuinely
real.
amazing.
It
I
was
didn't even want to.
overwhelmed
I didn't
walking
even
there.
want to comment on that one. I didn't want to even bring it in. So I'm grateful that you did.
It was so real. Like it looked like a real place. I think it's hard for me to get down to those little details. I take really broad strokes, and I really like to do, like I like feeling. I like when you can feel my build. I don't know if I'm very good at like a like a real kind of feeling. That's something I'd love to try, but yeah, I struggle with that because I always think of like,
Hi, baby.
hi,
Mama is working. Do you want to say hi?
hi.
Hi.
Hi, Gnome Warrior.
Say bye. No. Bye. Say mwah. Okay, there we go. Oh no, he doesn't want to leave? Okay, well, you stay here then. Yes, I'm listening. I'm listening.
I was just saying it was like it's just hard for me. I think I'd love to challenge myself to do something real, but like what is my home? Like I've never done like a traditional home. Like I've done like a brutalist compound, and I've done like yeah, I haven't ever done like a really just a home. So yeah, I'd love to try it, but
I think we all should vote for GP to make a home now. Like, I want to see what his home build would look like. Like, really. Okay, Zanzi, what is it that makes it real? Ah, we can't hear you again. What is it with your mic,
Why?
Joe? I don't know.
I don't know. This thing has got its own mind of its own. It's the tiny little details for me too. Like if I walk into a room and it's just got nothing going on, I'm like, I'm not
It's got nothing going on.
Yeah.
Like, where's the microwave that's working? Where's the, I'm sorry, chat. Where's the vibrator on the table, on the nightstand? Where's the stuff? Where is it? Not my daughter holding his ears. It's okay. It's okay. Okay, so nothing going on. What does that genuinely mean? Like
it's kind of like Cottage Wizard. She likes her homes, and I feel that too. You want to feel like a story in the room or the build. So when you walk in, you want to see all feel like you're there, or it feels appropriate. I don't know. So all the little details you see, kind of like what Nicole was saying. When you walk into a kitchen, you want to see all these things. So
yeah, I get it. So basically, tiny details. Like a diaper storming warrior that should be asleep by this point, but is not.
Yeah.
Do you want my Murloc? No, okay. You should see what's going on behind the camera, right? There's like two people, my husband and my oldest, behind it trying to lure him. Like, come here, but he's not budging.
He's the real star of the show.
Yeah, he's the real star of the do not touch the Murloc, bro. That's 2D. That's 2D. 2D belongs over here. No. He's like 9, German child. Yes. So wait. We are at what makes a build feel real. I thought about this, right? Because some people post a lot of builds, right, that they go to or that they make. Like sometimes I see people pop them up, like, I don't know, some women do babies, like every week there's a new build. Do you personally build for screenshots and for videos and for content, or do you build it so somebody comes and wanders around inside your space? So think about it. And the first one that wants to can answer. Oh, thank you for the gift.
I tend to, weirdly, I started out building a space where I really wanted to build, like, I had this idea to build this really cool monument to the Horde, and I had this idea to build like this bunker for like an assassin where it was like kind of like a dreadlord. I had like this whole story, and as it's evolved, like the people that it's kind of like evolved to where I kind of have this idea for a build, and then I kind of fit it into my house. Like, how can I make it into like the back alley of my house goes into Murder Row, which has Eretor, and the Dreadlord assassin has like a portal to Najatar in his library or her library, and then the Void is like invading the Horde monument, like. So I kind of like fit it into these ideas, but the Tentacle Tuesday, like the smaller build stuff, I just kind of have fun and just
Okay,
yeah,
so that's
make a
basically for
video.
content.
Yeah,
But the
just fun
bigger
stuff.
stuff is there to actually immersively, to like an immersion to go in and, walk around, right?
Mhm. Yeah.
Okay, and botanical for you?
Sorry, I was saying hi. For me, I feel like it's a mixture. It started off as like I'm just gonna build and then share what I build, and then I started streaming while building, and I really liked the like collaborative brainstorming that happens where I have an idea and maybe I don't see something that's like super duper cool, and then chat's like, wait, what if it was like this? I'm like, wait, let me base it off of there. So I've stopped building as much like on my own, like offline, because I enjoy building while I'm online. So to me, I build for the collaborative efforts and then also to be like a second monitor buddy with other people who are also building. Because sometimes you want to hear, you want to like yap and
But
hang
there's
out
not
with somebody
many
while you're
there's not
building.
many content creators that do what you do. Just so you know. Oh, thank you for the gift,
There's-
and hi Cozy Puppet. There's not that many because personally, I, for example, can't stream while I'm building because
It's
I
tough.
don't. On one hand, I would love to, but on the other hand, I kind of want my build to be a surprise for many. So, I
Yeah.
can't really, do that, which makes it really hard to make builds at times because you don't have the
Right.
time anyway. I wonder why. Anyway, totally not me calling out my son here. But generally,
No, I understand.
like I totally get what you mean. So I'm really happy that you do that way because you're one of the rare few that actually do that.
It's hard too because I also have had the thought of I want to be able to share the final product on social media, like a wow factor, but also fighting with myself of, well, if I'm building too many things at one time that are very detailed, then I'm gonna run out of decor points, and everybody has run into that issue too.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I think Foodie Fridays is like all I love to do is like teach and then create and inspire people to add like small little things into their home. So I build for content, but I also build for just the funsies. And I think the funsies with content kind of match well together in the streaming environment.
Yeah, I get that. That's very good. Thank you. And Zanzi, what do you think, darling? I hope your mic is working.
Blah 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 blah. Okay, it's working. I build for me, but I also build with the intent for everyone else. So like my kitchen build, I made a poll like, what do you guys want me to build? Like, and then they chose a kitchen. So I was like, okay. But the kitchen was literally my kitchen, and I made it in the game.
I love that.
When I would walk into my room, I was like, I love this room for me because it's my kitchen, except fancier. So I got my coffee machine that I can't have IRL because it's really expensive. And I have my really fancy dishwasher that actually works. But I left my dirty dishes in the sink because that's how it is IRL.
Yeah,
but
that's what I just wanted to ask. Like, do you ever come into your kitchen in housing, and you're like, oh no, it's far too nicely like tidied up and everything. Like, by the way, people, we are still on the hype train, as I can see. We're still on the hype train here, level 1 for 1 minute 45, FYI. Okay, so basically it's unbelievable how all three of you have said kind of the same thing, which is all those emotions, kind of tidying up and making it feel real. Like, right, GP? It's the emotions that make it. Because you said that you kind of function because you're with your family and you're happy and everything, that it just gets better then.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's very good. Moving on to the next topic would be the first builds. and kind of creative journeys. So it's kind of more nostalgic if you think about it, because the question is again first for everyone, which is, do you remember the first build that you were truly proud of? Which one was it? I want to start it up with GP first, and Zanzi, and then Botanic. I'll give her some time to think too. So GP, what was the first build you were truly, truly proud of?
My first build was the Cyberpunk apartment. That actually was kind of like a home, but it was so like I don't know. It was so me just exploring housing. I had set up like a whole like plan of what I wanted to do. I had like I was so excited for housing. I was very nerdy about it. I got really into it. So I set up like a whole thing about what decor I wanted to collect and how it could fit into my house. And
Avi just said in the chat. Sorry, Avi just said in the chat she couldn't believe it was WoW, and I agree. Many of us couldn't believe it was WoW. Like we were all just. My husband, I showed it to him, and he was like, "That's The Sims. Well, what is that?" And I was like, "Nope, definitely not."
Yeah, that was like me just exploring what I could do, and that kind of ideas like just carried forward and kept evolving. The thing that I loved most about that was figuring out like I really wanted like floor to ceiling windows, and there was no windows, there was nothing. Like, how do I do this? Because I really wanted like an effect of like you're living in this city, and so that was like my favorite part about it, like just figuring out how to actually construct this 3D world. And I think from there it just kind of I loved it. Yeah, figuring all that stuff out.
Amazing. You also made those tiny buildings in the back, that
yeah,
when you look out of the window, and that was the first time that actually made me think about death control in a build. When I saw that with your build, I was like, there's so much more that you can actually do. Miss Mia did that also with the build that she did also. So you two were kind of the first ones that I saw that with, but in different contexts. Like she had it in her house and you had it like a building, so it was different. But again, it showed just how like what the vast possibility is there. So thank you so much. I love that answer. Zanzi, what is it? My dragon queen, please answer my question.
Wait, can you repeat the question again? Oh, am I there?
Yes.
Am I there?
You are very heard. Thank you very much.
Can you repeat the question again? My brain.
Your brain, okay. Do you remember? Wait, let me remember. Do you remember the first build that you were truly proud of?
Can I do like my first object and then build? Because
yes.
Okay, my first thing
microwave.
I was really proud of.
A microwave.
No, it's actually a toilet.
Makes sense.
On the beta, I was messing with housing, and I made a bathroom, and I went all out making the toilet look as real as I could. I was like, this is the best toilet ever. Now I look at it, I'm like, it's just a toilet.
Yeah, but at that time it was the best toilet ever.
You could sit on it, and it had water, and it was like, yeah.
I love that.
That was my first like object. But my most proud build is probably the Shrek build, because I usually just focus on one room in a house. So you go in my house, it's just chaos. You go in a room, and then there's a bunch of hallways that have nothing in it, and then there's a room to look at for the next build. So the Shrek one, you go in, and it's like, except for the beginning, that doesn't count. There's nothing in the beginning. It's a whole house. My entire house is themed, and I don't know, I'm just super proud of that one, because I never did a whole house build since housing came out. Oh, and then having to figure out like how much budget to put in each room, because I don't care about budget. So having to manage that.
Having to do
with-
math while doing housing sucks.
Yes. So I was proud of myself that I was able to make what I did
Mhm.
with the limitations that I don't like put on myself.
Amazing. Thank you. That's lovely. And Botanicala, our lovely cook.
I think the build that I was like super proud of was my foyer. Because I think right now that's like the one room in my house that I haven't manipulated. And it's like you walk into the house and it's just like a really pretty grand entrance. And like it has the florals, it has the plants. It's very like you walk in and like, whoa. So I feel like for me, and also thank you to everybody for the shared hype train. Y'all are great.
Yay! Thank you for the hype train.
I don't know. I was just like,
guys.
this foyer, I'm very proud of it. Like, I had inspiration from the Architects of Azeroth Discord, and then also from Reddit. And I made sure that I tagged like everybody that was like inspiring from it. And I'm like, I'm gonna plant this in my house in such a way that feels uniquely me. So it was a lot of math, like y'all were saying, and a lot of fighting with beams. And at the time, it was where beams costed 3 points. And then, so all of my budget in my house was just the foyer. And so I think I was very proud of not just like the really pretty walking in, but also trying my best to manage the budget that was very limited at the time. Still limited, but at the time.
Still limited. I'm telling you,
So-
one day we will have like level 20 and then we can build whole neighborhoods or something like that. It can just evolve from there. I have a question for each one of you. Zanzi, I think that you're dabbling also in other creative stuff. It's not
Mhm.
just housing, right? Did I do
Mhm.
my Googling and my I just need my glasses, right? Right,
Mhm.
here. I'm gonna do it proper here. Right? Did I do my Googling right? Right. So
Yes,
you're
you
basically
did, in fact.
you're basically dabbling into more than just housing. So my question that I really, really wanted to ask you is how much of yourself do you think is inside your builds? Because I'm just gonna elaborate and give you time to think about it, because I know that when people do cosplay, a lot of their own feelings about the character and about the persona they, kind of embody goes into them, like into the costume. So how much of yourself do you think that goes inside the build?
I think a lot. Especially what I focus on. So like I have an item I can grab to show you to like
Show,
kind
show,
of
show.
talk
Come on,
about it.
show.
Okay, hold on.
We want to
Let
see
me
who
grab
wants
it.
to see, chat. We want to see.
Okay,
Yes, put
Here's
the
my
glove goggles on.
here's
Oh
my
my
last-
god. Okay.
there's my last year costume.
Wow.
Whoa.
So this is like a helmet. Let me put it on.
And you made
Oh
that?
my god. Look at that, you guys. Yeah, she made it. She made that all right.
Do you play Diablo at all, Zanzibar?
Yes, this is
That's
my
the-
Diablo character.
Yes.
Oh.
So when I build, I focus on texture. So like on my horns, there's like texture, and you can't see it too well, but there's a blood texture, and then I
That's
got
crazy.
a textured material. So when I build like my Maleficent build, I focused on the texture.
Mm-hmm.
So that's me. I love texture, and I like things to look real. So that's why my builds look the way they do, is because I'm really trying to bring whatever I'm looking at into the game, which is hard because WoW is very cartoony. So I try to not make it look cartoony. But yeah, that's what I focus on. That
Okay, but basically, like, I'm not gonna say anything, right? Because you guys can fucking Google her yourself. I'm not gonna be that kind of friend. But what I've seen is just plainly amazing, and this is why I wanted to ask you these questions, because I think that, like in your art that you do outside of housing, I think that you're genuinely emotionally invested, like you invested in your builds, and this is what I feel from your builds and why I think they resonate with people so much. Do you agree or do you not agree?
I agree.
Good. Do we agree, chat? Do we agree? The question for Botanical is, because you said that you did some creative stuff before, did you yourself consider creative, before housing? Did you? Because I, for example, I
Hmm.
draw, but I didn't draw for a long time. And then when I restarted drawing, I was like, oh, look, but I am kind of creative, but if you would tell me it
Right.
like 3 months ago, I'd be like, nah, no, I'm just, like doing whatever. So did you consider yourself creative before this? Did you go into housing and be like, oh, I'm
Um,
batshit creative, I'm gonna rock this shit? Or did you just go like, okay.
Not necessarily. So I've always been told I'm creative, but I feel like I've been a jack of all trades but master at none. Of like I
Thank
have
you.
like in my entire office right now, I have so many hobbies. I do leather working and leather crafting in real life. I haven't touched it in forever, and so that stuff turned out really good. I have painting stuff, I have crochet stuff. Like I have all of these creative hobbies, and I can do it, but I've never mastered a skill or stuck with the hobby long enough for it to be like insane. And when it came to housing, I was like, I can do cute cozy things. I don't have the skill set to be featured by Icy Veins or like what is it, Wowhead or anything like that. So I'm like even honored here, and even though I'm friends with Zanzibar and GP, I'm like starstruck by them too. But I'd consider
Aw.
myself creative, but not like mind-blowingly creative. It's just like in a cutesy way, but not like a like holy crap or insert other words here type of way.
Yeah, well, that
But I'm
makes your
creative in like little
reaction.
bits.
Sorry, that makes your reaction when when the big shots commented on your UFO build, you were
Oh,
just
that
like
was
on
like,
the
oh my
floor.
god. I was in the middle of a work meeting, or I was about to go into a work meeting, and I saw WoW shared my UFO on their story. I'm like about to cry and stuff, and like trying to get myself all like ready to go speak in front of like 20 people in a corporate girly workspace. So, but yeah.
Yes, yes, amazing. GP, has there ever been a build that surprised even you emotionally when you finished it?
Yeah, the one where it was like really dark. It was real dark.
The one with
but it was
with the bones on top when you go in, like the ribs,
yeah,
the ribs.
yeah, the HR Geiger one. It had
Mhm.
like a spinal cord like going down the hallway, and then the like it was just really like, yeah, it was really, that one was super emotional for me. But I was just going through a crazy time in life, and so it was really helpful to like it was crazy that it could be like this art form where it could be like really powerful for me to like share. And weirdly, it's like one of my best builds that people like, and I thought like I just want to get this out and like get it out. And it's cool that people like, I don't know, related to it, I guess, or felt it,
Oh, yeah.
or like and could, yeah, it was cool.
Even as you said, did you notice as you said which build, I immediately knew which build. Somehow, for some weird reason, I don't know. Chat, help me out here, right? And Zanzi and Botanical. But when he posted that post where he walks through that like darkness and everything, I think each one of us could relate to it by some like sheer emotional kind of feeling of where you're like stuck in, and bear in mind, like not to, you know, toot my horn, but I was in the hospital at the point when you posted it. So for me, it was just like, you know, like literally at that exact moment, I was like crying because I was like,
Aw.
this is exactly how I felt at that very moment. And I think all of us have that moment in life where we're, you know, where you feel like you're going through darkness and you're uncertain where you're going through or what you're going into and what's going to happen. So I want to thank you for the bottom of my heart for making that build, because it genuinely showed that housing is not just, you know, all the stuff we build like cutesy, artsy, crafty, you know, houses and all of the stuff, but it actually can be really dark. And I don't mean dark in the sense of fell dark, warlock dark, warrior dark, horde dark. You know what I mean? Like everybody in housing will know what I mean, but like dark, like where, you know, you look at a point and it's just darkness and you don't know what comes out of it. So yes, AJ, thank you so much. Oh, well, we have the eloquent one in our chat. Thank you so much, melancholic dark. That's exactly it. Like literally
That is the
it.
perfect phrase. Yeah.
That is we should call it the GP Lancolic Dark. GP Lancolic Dark. Anyway,
List
yes.
of titles.
Yes.
We have several.
Well, there you go. Thank you so much, AJ, for the lovely melancholica. Yes. Oh my god. GP Lancolic Dark. Well, there you go. We have names here. To keep it a bit brighter, I want to do a chaos round. I want to have rapid fire questions that I'm going to ask you. And basically, we've been emotional here, we've been philosophical. Now it's time for some absolute chaos. There is no overthinking here. I just want fast answers only, right? So it's like literally, as I ask, you can even talk over each other. We will go back to it. The point is, it just needs to be like instantly, and that is your answer, okay? Zanzi, make sure your mic is working. I'm like checking on her. Let that tongue work, girl. Anyway, okay, 3, 2, 1. Favorite room or build?
My admin room.
Come on, quicker than
That's
that.
my least favorite in a loving way. My little nook, my breakfast nook.
Breakfast nook.
I think that's my
GP,
favorite.
you're too slow. Come on.
I like the Maleficent and the UFO.
Okay.
Oh, I thought we were talking about
Oh.
ourselves.
Oh my god!
No.
I get to say it.
Not the Uno reverse.
AJ, don't call me out, AJ. I see you. Such a Serbian mom. Okay.
Okay, if we're doing that, then I'm gonna say GP's Magikarp build, and then Nicole, your little art studio.
Cabby is amazing. The Uno reverse card. Yeah, GP totally owned you.
Back.
I'm so
I'm gonna
sorry,
say-
girls. You were so owned by GP on this one. He was like such a proper gentleman, and you two are like, it's my build. I love this room.
I love this
guys.
G and GP stands for gentleman.
Yes, yes, gentleman person. There you go. That's what GP stands for. Oh, ladies. So let's move on. You said your word. This is a chaos round. There is no other thing. Least favorite room to build.
Oh god.
Quick.
Outdoor rooms.
Outdoor
Bedroom.
Bedroom. Quick.
The outdoor rooms. Oh, the outdoor rooms. They're hard.
They are hard, especially with like the border that's like a really strict cutoff. I hate it.
Okay, yeah, that's it. Well, it's a rapid fire questions thing, right? You can't be like
my brain. My
Okay.
brain. I need like little bits.
Okay, I'm gonna ask a really easy rapid fire question round, right? Let's go with one item you overuse constantly.
Slate
Wooden mug.
cobblestones.
Okay.
Elven shelves.
Elven shelves, that's interesting. And I heard the rug.
Oh, slate cobblestones.
Cobblestones.
Then
Okay.
mine was wooden mugs.
Oh, okay. No, wooden mugs. That makes sense. fun question. One housing item you wish Blizzard would delete forever.
Oh,
Quick, not much
Nicole's
thinking.
gonna say the rug.
what
Nicole's
is
gonna say the rug.
I was gonna say
we need it.
So, rug.
Something. What's a lighting effect that constantly is interrupting my building? I don't know. Like
Is it
some
like a
one
lamp?
of those ambient light.
there's so many of those.
There's so many.
Bucket.
The poop bucket.
Oh yeah.
That's a good one.
So, Zanzi, what did you say?
There's this like Haranir lamp that's the light texture is so huge. Doesn't
Oh, the
matter
root.
where you
Yeah,
are.
the root lamp.
Yeah. And
Is
I'm
it-
like,
is it the
I wanna
flower?
u-
No?
yeah,
It is.
yeah, yeah. Or is it? It's I don't know. It's got a flower on it, and it's so big, and it's annoying.
Oh,
It's annoying.
I take it back. The Silver Moon marble platforms, because I don't like the
Oh,
cracks
the
in them.
collecting.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah. Makes sense. Makes sense. Okay, next question. How many times do you have to move the same object before accepting defeat?
I can't count.
Is there like a defeat at all?
I
Like,
get to a
do you
point
ever did
where-
you ever just go no, never?
Yeah.
Like
Yep.
I'll just delete something. I'm like, I'm gonna use something else at this point.
Yeah.
I'm so mad at this.
I actually counted. I went before I. GP, please answer. I want to hear that.
I kind of do broad strokes. So if it doesn't look good, then I won't know it. Other people will know it, but I won't know it. It'll look good to me, so I don't know. So
Okay, I get that. I get it fully. I yesterday logged in just for this, just to check, because there was a wall in my newest build that I'm building. In my free time when I'm not falling asleep midstream, my chat knows. That like the wall just didn't want to align, so I deleted the whole wall and started fresh, and it took me 223 clicks, 223 times that I tried to redo it until I accepted defeat and just deleted and used another one.
That's dedication.
Girl, that's a little crazy.
I still didn't make it though in the end. Like after 223 clicks, I was just like done with it. So this is basically a yes or no question, so it's gonna be really easy. Have you ever said I'm done and then continued building for another few hours?
Yeah, my stream has seen it happen too many times.
Yes.
Like, okay, I'm deleting this room, and then I replace the room, and then we start building again.
Okay, so yes, GP.
no, only because when I'm done with my builds, it's because I run out of decor, so I can't spend any
You're
more.
forced to.
Yeah.
Oh, genius. Yeah, well, that makes sense. I can totally see that happening in GP's house. Biggest housing pet PV.
Into the void.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
The
Totally get
shifting an
that.
item and coming into your house and everything moved.
Oh God. Yeah. Okay. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. GP.
I think just decor budget. I hate it.
GP hates that decor budget. Wait.
I just
So
want to
very
build. Yeah.
What would be like? What would be the limit that you would want to see now, GP? Like where you would be satisfied with it, but it can't be unlimited. There needs to be a limit. What would the limit be where you would be like, oh, okay, I like that. This is okay.
I would be okay if I could just have unlimited houses, I guess, and just keep doing it. But that would be like with the import export. You could just save your build.
Yeah, but
So-
how many points would you need at this very moment to be satisfied with? And unlimited
like-
is not an option. Like for a house.
So for a big build, I'd want to like have maybe by 12.1 10,000.
10,
that's
okay,
like-
10K.
Yeah.
That makes sense though. It's it's doable. I
Yeah.
think we're gonna get there quite.
Yeah.
Last question in And the rapid fire questions is, what's your most cursed clipping crime?
Husband gold for sure. It's
Goals.
I've been behind those walls and floors. It's crazy.
It's bad.
Was it though?
You?
We need to hear it from the queen herself. Was it
Yeah.
bad?
Wait, what? The getting stuck in the walls?
Well, like, how do the walls look like even in the Asmongold build? How did they look like behind the
Oh,
walls?
Just a lot of chairs and just stuff everywhere. You see, you come in the house, stuff. It's not. I'm just gonna say it looks pretty. It's not pretty. It's the opposite of
Yeah.
pretty. But like the wall is clean, and you're like you see a bug, like my roach, and you go
Mhm.
behind it, and it's just a bunch of chairs, and then baskets, and then a light, and you're like, what is that? Yeah, I wanted to make it like a meme where it was like have like cute music and showing the build, and then like behind the build and just have the funny, what is it, I don't remember what the kazooie noise. I
Yeah.
don't know.
Oh, yeah.
It's the back of that house is
It's so cool though. Like all the decor is like when you see it, it was just mind blowing when you like can see behind it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was really cool.
it's
Totally.
great.
Totally. I personally think that housing has become far more meaningful than most people expected it to be. So I would like to ask this also something deeper for everyone again. Has housing ever helped you mentally during stressful periods in life? GP?
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm
that
starting
was-
with you because you're the obvious one here.
Yeah, the one build I did was incredibly helpful. I didn't think how it was just weirdly to get it out there, like just get it off my chest. Like, it's like almost like you're like, it's not a part of you anymore. You're like letting it go, and it's like very vulnerable, and I don't know. It was really nice, and it made it. People reached out to me, and it was really nice. So I would say that would be. Wow, I don't remember the question.
That's fine. That's all fine.
It's
and well, don't worry.
Zanzibar.
So, Zanzi, I shall repeat the question again. Has housing ever helped you mentally during stressful periods in your life?
Yes, especially when it came out, there was not a lot to do. Like I played the game to help myself because I didn't have the greatest situations growing up, so I've been very attached to the game. So, and there's like a content drought. I'm like, what am I gonna do? So housing came out, and it helped me get through. Just, I guess, not. I was having some depression, so being able to log on and just focus on something that I found enjoyable was really nice. Also, it helps with the itch to cosplay, because I cosplay and I go to a convention, but I haven't been doing that. There's no, the conventions are like spread out, so it scratches that itch of like I just need to build something, and I can build in the game, and it's I love it.
That's amazing. That's amazing. Botanical?
Sorry, I got distracted. Can you repeat the question once more?
3 times.
Thank you for the follow, by the way. Love you very much. Has housing ever helped you mentally during stressful periods in the life?
For sure. So I think when housing first came out, it was when my guild, I was GM of a guild at that point in WoW, and we were getting into like raiding and trying to prog and mythic raiding. And I could go into that, but there's a certain level of difficulties that you have when you are trying to coordinate like 20 adults and who all have full-time jobs, who all have lives and everything. And at that point, it just wasn't working for everybody. So we disbanded the guild, and it was all fine and everything. And so going into housing, it was like, it was playing an MMORPG, but without the MMO portion of it at that point. And so,
Yes.
and that's how I played WoW for the longest time. But through housing, I thought it was going to be very secluded, just me doing like my own thing, not interacting with people, being very isolated. But I've met so many wonderful individuals, especially those in chat, those of you here. Like, it's been so connecting. And as somebody who went through a lot of stuff previously and having to be able to connect with people online across the world, it's had so much of a spark and brought so much of a spark back to like inside. So that's been really, really, really nice. There's other stuff going on in life, but I always know that I can come back to housing, build something, throw on some music, ignore the world, and just build. So it's been very nice as a mental health space as well.
Amazing. Maybe kind of the most, let's say, human and emotional question is that I wanted to ask is, why do you think that humans care so deeply about creating spaces at all, for that matter? Botanical, what do you think?
Like, it could step into the reason that I do of like, I never had a space to be able to call my own, or not call my own, but like being able to express myself in a physical space, because that costs real money, and real money is like super duper like hard to come by sometimes. And so being able to do that in WoW, with, even though I'm broken game too, I have like very little gold.
You're like me, girl. I'm always broken game.
But it's being able to like afford a space and decorate a space that brings light and joy to myself in game. So I feel like other people can connect to that. I know, Chivo, it's, yeah, broke girlies. So whether it's that or being able to connect with other people and share their creative expression with those across the world, and just being able to dive into
Love you, AJ.
a
Sorry.
space. It's just super duper nice to be able to connect with other people in that way. So whether you do it for the interactivity or the creative outlet, I feel like housing and being able to make your own space covers such a wide variety of content in WoW. And housing haters might be like, oh, that feature sucks. Totally optional. Don't touch it. So like, but for those of us who need it and love it, like, it's here for us. And I think that's great.
Yeah, totally. I totally get that. Zanzi, what do you think? Why do humans care so deeply about creating spaces?
I guess you just want to feel like you're at home, I guess. I don't know. You want
That
to
is a great answer, actually.
GP at home.
Oh, God.
Yes.
I've been into so many people's builds where they're just, and each build is so unique. Like, that's why people are like, oh, I can never build this. I'm like, yes, you can. Every single house I've ever been in is so unique to the person, and I love it. Like, I went to a build, and the person was really into like Disneyland, like theme parks, and their entire build was theme park, and they just, you could feel how much they loved housing through that. And there was a guy that Nicole rated that. What's that?
I think
guy?
he's here too. It starts with an A.
Hey,
his
I
stuff
am
is
Exo.
So if you're here,
insane.
It's so cool.
It's so cool. Oh
What,
my
what, what?
God. It's so-
Which one?
Oh, is it is it this one?
AMXO or something.
yeah, I rated into him one day, and just hearing the joy. Sorry, Zanzibar, go ahead.
You can talk. His stuff is so, it was so cool, and like, and we just watched him. I don't know. I was just, I loved it. I loved the energy that he just. I can't explain it. It brought me joy to see how much joy he was having in housing. And so like everyone has a creative mind, and you want just being able to do that in some way or another. Like, some people can't draw. Like, I can't do paper very well, but if you give me the ability to build something, I'm like, oh, that is much easier for me.
Totally. I get that. GP, what do you think?
I think people care really deeply. So a lot of it, Nicole kind of answered. Like, I feel like the MMO part of the game was kind of lost for a long time, and I feel like it's kind of been brought back. Like, I was a pretty solo player for a long time, and I feel like, you know, finding people like you guys and feeling like a little bit more connected, like I feel like that really makes it special. Like, it feels like you have not only like a part of you in game, like everyone's characters are so meaningful to them. Like, they've been playing them for so many years, and now they actually have a home, and it's so special. And I think that's yeah, and it's cool to share. Like, it's an extension of you in game. So
Aw.
Yeah.
That's lovely. Thank you so much. I want to involve
Yeah.
also chat a bit because we have 69 chatters here with us, which is amazing.
Nice.
Chat,
Nice.
hello. I hope you're all well. I want to involve you a bit in it, and I want to ask you also some questions. I'm just gonna ask you questions, and you can answer whichever question you like. So first question I have for you, chat, is what makes a build instantly cozy for you? Right, you can answer that question, or you can answer me the question, what's your dream housing theme? I would like to know. I'm curious. Or my biggest question yet for you, chat, is which creator originally inspired your housing style? Because we always have those ones that kind of, you know, are a tad bit inspirational. It's like fashion, literally. You know, there's always this one that starts kind of something and then it all kind of goes after it. So chat, I'm curious to see your answers just about that. And kind of, I also want to ask one more question to our guests. GP, if someone brand new to housing is watching the stream tonight, what would you tell them? Like, literally, somebody just came to you and is like, I'm new to housing. What should I do? What would you as you tell them?
So I've tried to. I did a collaboration with Alestra, and I have found out that I am really bad at teaching people things because I think people already know what I'm talking about, but I think I am really bad at that. Like, when I watched Mego Art's video, I'm like, oh, people really don't know what a color palette is, or like what this is. And so when I think about trying to teach someone something, I would probably have to just, I don't even know, like, send them to another streamer or another creator to like have them teach them, because the only thing I could say is my biggest tip is just turn things over, I guess. You know, look at things and put everything out, put everything you have out, see the scale, turn it upside down, look at it from different angles. That's what I did on the beta. I took everything out and I just looked at everything.
Yeah, preach. That's
so,
an amazing tip to give somebody who's just starting, because many housing creators that are starting see the item as it is, like what it is, and as it is, they don't kind of think of turning it over or changing the scale or whatever. And there's so many tips and tricks that you can do. Thank you so much, GP. Lovely. Botanical, what was the moment where you realized, okay, housing has become serious for me?
I think it was the moment where when our guild disbanded, and it was like the day that housing came out. I took time off work because I was like, you know what, mental health day. I'm just gonna take it off and have a good time. So I just started placing things, and I'm like, this is fun. I love playing Sims. I love playing City Skylines. So all of these creative games, I was like, and I can play it in a game that my husband and I are binging. We're on our like annual World of Warcraft binge where you go and stop playing and then you play again. So we're on this binge and I can do it here. And things that I do in game impact this cozy space. So I think it was right when housing dropped and my husband had seriously gotten into World of Warcraft by that time. I was like, I can do things here. And it's just, it clicked of like, I can keep all of my cozy but chaotic and hardcore gaming in one game. And it was just very nice to have one bubble to be able to do that.
Oh, that's
But yeah.
amazing.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Amazing answer. Zanzi, what feeling do you hope people leave with after seeing online or even visiting one of your builds? What's the feeling you want to convey? I'm rocking it with these questions, by the way, chat. Like,
From a literal sense, I want them to feel like they just visited the build.
mm-hmm.
But I also want them to be like, this is built in this game. What can I do? Like, can I go build something like this? Like, that's the most important thing to me is I want other people to just, you can make anything you want to make. If you just do it, just do it.
Yeah, amazing. Amazing. Because when I go into, you know, if I would go into the Maleficent or Shrek build, I would be like my 3-year-old. I would be all like giggity and like, oh my god, look at this, where am I love this, right? So it's like, you know, some people want that. Some people, like when you went to the, you know, to the, what did you say, what was it, roller coaster? No, not a roller coaster, but basically
The theme park build?
a theme park, right? When you go to
Yeah.
a theme park, you go there to have fun. So the emotion behind it is fun that you want to have. Obviously, for me, I have a restaurant, you know, so for me, it's also this kind of feeling, feeling that you are somewhere where it's so cozy you want to stay, you know, where you genuinely see yourself next to people and, you know, you're just having, you know, a good time. Just having a good time. That is like what I want to convey with my OG restaurant. But generally, there is just so many emotions. That's why I asked you this question. Like, is there, you know, a feeling that you want to? And it's amazing that you actually said you want to make people want to do housing, because
Yes,
not many people do that. We do it for some other things, but yours is just genuinely so loving. I love that. I love it. It's amazing.
I've gotten a lot of comments online for people who were negative towards housing, and then they told me they see my builds and they're like, wow, this looks fun. I want to try this. And I was like, I love that.
Yes.
I want you to enjoy yourself. I want you to have fun, and I want you to just, you know, don't focus on the negative, all of the, you know, just try something. Try it. You don't know how you're going to feel until you mess with it. So like, also when people visit my builds, I want them to ask questions like, how did you do this? Because like, if I can give you anything to help you, I would love that.
Yeah, totally. I get that. I have kind of basically a final question, which starts with a negative but turns into a positive. Imagine if the WoW servers go quiet one day, right? All of it just get shut down, like Ready Player One style, right? Everything gets shut off, right? Nothing is there anymore, just memories. What piece of your own creativity and your own mind and emotions and builds do you hope people would still remember even way later if everything goes haywire? What would it be? Let's go with botanical first.
I think for me, it would be just the warmth and like people have said if I was a color, then I would be the color yellow because of just the ray of sunshine of whether it's laughing, giggling, just like yapping away while we build. Just I hope that people remember me and my content as just warm and a safe place to be able to like be excited about something that even in the midst of whatever is going on in the world, just something to be like, that was fun, that was cute. Just a small escape from reality, not something grand, just the smallest little things that bring joy in life, because that's what brings me joy is the small little things.
But if you take that by your builds, would that be the Foodie Friday? If you think about
That
it,
or
would it be the Foodie Friday, or would it be like a certain build or a certain like something that you made?
I think just it does fall into like the line of Foodie Friday, but the energy and just I don't want to say spunky, but quirky little.
But I actually agree with that one.
Either quirky or like just fun. Like you can see whether it's the editing of it or the build itself is just quirky and fun. So I hope that from that people just take away like do whatever makes you happy. That small little bit that can. I don't know if that makes sense, but
no, it does.
Or if that answers the question, but
yeah,
just
totally.
Small
totally
little
does.
bite-sized piece of joy. No Foodie Friday pun intended.
Yes. GP, what would it be for you? What would be remembered? What do you want? What would you want to be remembered? Now my English is working again. Let's do it.
I think my Horde build, the one with Cairn, Bloodhoof, Sourfang, and Vol'jin.
That was amazing.
Thank you. It was really meaningful. Like that really, like that to me was like the first time where I felt like, oh my God, people are emotionally connecting to me. Like not just like, oh, that's cool looking, but like they were actually feeling what I was feeling when I was making it. And that was really cool to see. So yeah, I think that one probably. Yeah.
Love that. That would totally stay in the memoirs, kind of. Zanzi, what would it be?
I want people to remember me for the memes. I try and make my videos like, funny. So like even if WoW left and you went and watched my looking at my builds and stuff later, I hope that you still laugh.
Well, I'm quite sure that would happen. Before I kind of say some more things, chat, I'm giving you 1 minute to write down a question. You write the name to whom you have the question for, and then a question. We will quickly pick up some and don't make them too elaborate. That's for me to do here. Just you can go like, what shoe size are you or whatever. No, it doesn't need to be that simple, but there we go. What is the most gold you have spent on a build to anybody? Most gold spent?
God.
200,000.
Oh, wow.
But that was because I needed to get it out. Like I was like impatient. It was the dark build, and I was like, I just need to get this out as fast as possible. And so I spent a bunch on like dyes and so many shelves. Yeah.
Okay, then we have what's your single favorite decor piece?
Gurgles. They're so like versatile and they're so cute, but I love them. Like you can use their like little like nubs in food decor and all that fun stuff. Like it's cute.
Yeah,
Gurgles.
Gecko used that too in his build I saw. It was lovely.
Super duper cute.
Okay, Gurgles.
I want to say beans because like they cost 1 decor and you can build so much.
Hell yeah.
That's true.
Yeah, especially the silver moon beans with the white and red. They're like also huge and they look so good. So good.
My Shrek castle is 400 beams.
Oh my God. Good job.
Gross. You can do a lot with that.
Yeah, my FYI, my Jamie Lee Curtis build was 1,080 No, 1,069 or something like that, around 70 crates.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
God.
that was insanity. Like, don't remind me. I'm so glad it's gone. So glad it's gone. GP, what would it be for you?
It used to be the Pandaren walls. Like that was the thing I would use as like
Okay.
concrete everywhere. Like that was my favorite thing. But I think now it's the shelves still, or the fountains. But I tried playing with the fountains on PTR, and they changed the way they clip now. And so
Mhm.
fountains don't clip into the ground anymore. So you can't use them to reskin your floors. So that's going to be interesting. I reported it
Okay.
as like a bug, so hopefully they change it. But
Okay, nice.
yeah.
Oh, I hope they handle that.
Yeah.
What else do we have? Botanical, what do you work?
What do you
So-
work?
Long story short, I do instructional design for engineering authors, to where I teach people with degrees in like who have had their degree longer than I've been alive, for like PhDs in thermodynamics or mechanical engineering, software engineering. I teach them how to write in such a way that an 18-year-old college student would understand. So I train them on how to teach technical topics, but in a more simplified way. So you see that kind of reflected in my tutorials, but also I try and like assign that with or match it with the way of social media, which is tough. But you'll see aspects of that in some of my tutorials and building style. And as I'm also building on Twitch, we talk through those things together.
So basically, as Sandra says, you are a teacher to teachers. Very
Exactly.
nice.
Exactly.
GP Home, we have the question: what inspired your vampire build?
That one was, I had this idea to do like a brutalist build. And I was thinking, what would be brutalist in WoW? And I thought of like a dwarven bunker. Because like I think of like the World War II bunkers are very like brutalist. And so I thought of like this whole story of like a dreadlord, like almost, or so it would be like it's a whole thing. But yeah, it was just a whole. It's a very long.
He made a whole story,
winded
you guys.
lore.
There is a whole lore with names and everything, and just so yeah, you should make a video for it. There we go. That's gonna
Yeah.
keep it short. Favorite dye? Cozy asked. Favorite dye? For botanical,
Oh.
it's yellow and green. There we go.
Pinewood or the Grizzly Hills Green.
Oh, well, there you go. Zandy, what is it?
Obsidian black and bone white, just basic, black and
Basic
white.
black and white.
Yeah.
Call. Can't be ever too white or too black, girl. There's like no such thing. GP, what do you say?
Obsidian black used to be, but they changed it how it looks on the elegant decor.
Mhm.
I think actually my favorite is that deep mage royal red. That one's a really nice dye. Yeah.
I love the red too. Especially it works very well with when you're working with like silver moonish builds, anything like that. The red kind of just pops. Where we have where's another question? Oh yeah, there, that Ophi. If you could add any artisan room, what would you want? Water, weather, what would it be?
Surprised we haven't got a void themed dome room.
Okay.
I would also like a beachy one to where like just sand on the ground and then a little bit more tropical, or with like an evening sunset beach.
Oh,
I feel like that would be
yes.
really pretty.
Actually, I'm gonna kind of go with what you said, but I would just like a room that is like a daylight or a nighttime room, but where you can choose the background of it.
Amen.
I want the
Yes.
backgrounds to be changeable, and by me, what if I want to look into, I don't know, a beach or silver moon or I don't know, something else, but not that blue thing. So a customizable, yes, thank you very much, Avi. That's exactly what I just wanted to say now. A customizable skybox would be amazing. That's
Also want dyeable walls.
yes, although we
Square woolen
circumvented that,
rug.
yes, with the rugs, that's kind of circumventable, but you know, the square rugs are coming. It's coming. So we're gonna be doomed. There was a few more questions. There's 2 more questions, I think. Music when building, favorite tune to set the mood? Epi asked. What is it?
I think right now I have like, is it called Dark Wave? I don't know. I'm just
Dark
gothy
wave. Okay,
sounding
gothy.
house music. I don't know what it is. It's like vampire themed music. I don't know.
Hmm.
It's what I vibe to right now.
Okay, well, that's very good. Botanical?
It bounces back and forth between Taylor Swift and then 2000s pop punk. So depending on the vibe, both I can sing along to.
Okay.
I saw you listening to My Chemical Romance the
Yep.
other day, and I was like,
I was building.
That's funny. And GP, what is it for you?
so I just, whatever I'm feeling with the build, I kind of put on that music. So for my dark build, it was real like I was listening to like Brand New.
Korn.
It's like it's like angsty, but like if I'm doing I don't know, it's like I could listen to anything really. I love all music, so anything.
I want to see your build, GP, when you listen to Britney Spears. I want to see what he makes when he listens to Britney Spears. Really, I'm curious. This would be such a fun game, though. Here you have an idea. Whoever wants to take it. I don't have the bloody time to do it. If you would make like a challenge that somebody can pick, you know, the room that you're supposed to build something in and the music you have to listen to while building it, what are you going to produce? Because you know, music is a very, very powerful tool. And I think that it can very much shift the mood and set the tone of a build. So I would love for somebody to give me something and like go, you know, here, have a little square room. What are you going to do with this music? Make me what this music represents in this room. So yeah, there you go, people. If anybody wants
That's
to do
fun.
it, it's an idea. It's definitely an idea. But it's just tonight reminded me why housing became actually so special, because you know there's no prestige here, there's no perfection, there's no numbers like we said in the chat. There's like, you know, no mythic pluses, no raise, no numbers, no obligations per se. It's basically just because people still sit down after a long day of work or handling 3-year-old diaper storms or, you know, dramas and a hard something going on in your life, and they carefully create these spaces that are actually meant to make others feel something, you know, like warm kitchens or tiny lanterns or messy tables or safe corners, just simple kind of worlds within worlds. And honestly, I think that's one of the most beautiful things that WoW has created. So I'm very, very thankful for Botanical and Zanzi and GP for being here with all of us tonight. And thank you so much for, you know, sharing your stories with us. And thank you, chat, also for sharing stories with us. And thank you for just spending another evening at Ma's table and being here with us. So I'm very, very grateful. Give all of you a round of applause. I love you very, very much. Thank you so much for being here.
Clap, 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 clap.
Clap, clap, clap. You need
Thank
to
you
make
for having us
your
too.
character clap, clap. So
I know.
oh, and thank you for the follow. On the other hand, I just want to let you guys know from my side, enough about all of you guys, go away. Anyway, I am still, unfortunately, battling this cancer. Just a quick sum up. I've been to my monthly checkup. We are slowly going in the right direction. The metastasis, 7% of the metastasis are gone. But I'm still battling it. 93% is still to be fought. So the problem with that is that, I went into this whole cancer journey with all of you present in it because of the fact that I wanted to, spend my last year or whatever with all of you guys, knowing what was going on. But it all evolved into all of you guys helping me so much and, getting the funds to actually get the treatment that I wanted to get. But I am now sitting on a debt of like 110,000 euro. So I would be really appreciative if you could take the GoFundMe that you see here and just spread it, share it, send it to people you know, tell them about the story, tell them, that I'm a crazy woman, fighting to survive cancer, and the 3-year-old. I think the 3-year-old is going to kill me sooner than the cancer, though. But it's just I want to stay present. I want to do many more talks like this with you guys because you're inspirations to me and the community, and to everybody that knows you. We want to see all of your builds, and I want to be able to manage to one day make a build without the 3-year-old interfering, which is going to happen in about 6 months' time. So yeah, please just send the GoFundMe as far as you can. Tell everybody, tell them that somebody who genuinely is trying to help all of you guys also unfortunately needs help. We are at the point where I am paying a monthly installment of the money just so that they are off my back. But I have to make those like 1.52K every month, which with my inability to work is very hard. So that's why we're gonna continue sending this message across with the table talk, with everything I'm doing. I don't know if you guys noticed, but one of my actual Instagram posts went viral. Right? I was so surprised by that because I had so much fun building it, and actual time to build it because I was just on my laptop, like next to my toddler. It's just stupid Canva. But I just want to. It's as simple as this. I want to stay alive to be there for you guys and for you to, have something out of me, and I have something out of you. Cancer is a poop. We hate cancer. We love cancer makeup, wink wink Zanzi, but we hate cancer per se. So yes, please help me. You know that, like, was it from a movie? Where is it from? You guys might know. I'm like, it's like help you, help me, help me, help you. Is there something like that? I know something like that. I know that it was somewhere in a movie or somewhere. It was like help me, help you, or whatever. So yeah, I don't know what I'm babbling about. But yes, as Lively would say, FUCK, cancer. It was Kronk's New Groove. There you go. Thank you, Ghosty. I'm not crazy. I thought I'm crazy because nobody knows.
I'm
Thank
not
you so
cultured
much.
enough.
Neither.
Thank you, Ghosty. Mwah. Mille grazie. Yes, I'm not crazy. Thank you. Anyway, thank you so much for showing up to these mass table talk for these. Okay, my English is not Englishing anymore. That's it, folks. Anyway, thank you so much for being here. You three can talk. You don't need to just listen to me babbling. You three can still talk.
I was letting you do
know?
your thing.
I can do my thing, but support me, girl. Go like, yes, poor her. Oh my God, help out. Come on, do something. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. No, I'm very nervous about this because what many people don't understand that the battle is far, from over. And I can't stress it enough to people that it is not over. And everybody thinks that, okay, we did it, you know, like 2 months ago, she had this huge GoFundMe and we were all there and we were all supportive. And I know that people are still supportive and that is amazing. And I love that, but I'm still battling here. It's very hard, you know. I have
Ma also has a Patreon.
Yes, I also have a Patreon. Thank you so much. I forgot about my Patreon. I forgot about my Patreon. I wanted to make nice things for people, and I thought if my chibi is up there, but it's in the living room. Anyway, I draw chibis for people of their characters. I have you know, cooking streams incoming. I have lots of stuff incoming for my Patreons. So if you want to, I don't have the link for my Patreon. I'm such a bad streamer. Botanical, you need to teach me, please, how to do this, because I am poop at it. Where's my Patreon? I'm gonna link it right now.
I put it in chat.
She's my future mod. Anyway, yes, I have a Patreon going. If you want to participate, there is some people, I think, from my Patreon in this chat right now. They can tell you how amazing it is. I show boobs. I show it all. No, I'm not. I'm just no, not that. Not going that far. But I will show you boobs on my chibis.
Ma?
If
No,
you want
mommy.
to see it. If you want to see boobs, I'm gonna. Gecko knows what I'm talking about. Gecko, where are you? Gecko, comment on the boobs, or I will look like a stupid cunt, as Taliesin would say. Please, Gecko, comment on the boobs, or I am doomed. Please. I'm waiting on Gecko to answer because this is gonna be hilarious. All right. I need you. There we go. There you go. Here's Gecko, and he knows what me and him are just having some boob moments, right? It's fine. No, Gecko, that was too much. Too much, Gecko. Anyway, yeah, we're having fun here. I just want to convey to everybody that, yes, I still need your help, and I'm grateful for any help and any support because I want to keep doing this. And yes, you will see some fun stuff as my patrons. I literally posted a few days ago a picture of me and my son when he was 2 days old and he was in my lap while I was raiding. But only patrons can see that, so there you go. There's an incentive. It's the same one that disrupted our chat. 90 Shades of Ma. See, if my patrons say I have to do it, who am I to say no? Who am I to say no? We'll make boob pancakes or something. I don't know. Whatever you want to. Oh no, I'm so sorry, Max. I'm so sorry. I'm very sorry. By the way, my son's first language is German, and yet since I'm, you know, doing Twitch and everything, his first English word was "what the." So yeah, Twitch is very nice in teaching children their first words. I can agree and yeah, say so. Yes. So again, we are right on time. I am very, very thankful for all of you. Do you three want to say some last words, and not last words forever? You not dead, but last words for Ma's table talk. Please go ahead.
I think so. There's housing and then there's housing content creation. So just because you don't get thousands and thousands of likes or a ton of reshares or reposts or anything like that doesn't mean your build isn't just as valid as the ones that do. So not everybody has to post. Not everybody has the time to be able to post. So for those of you who don't share your builds online, just know your builds are still beautiful. Like, they're still worth seeing. You can still go into those group finders and people are going to be just as shocked. Like, sometimes I go into some of your builds while touring and I'm mind blown. I'm like, my build is nothing like this. So just because you see housing creators getting attention doesn't mean that you are any less than the ones you see online. So just a blanket statement.
Yes, amazing. It's about the joy. Definitely
Right,
about the joy.
exactly.
To piggyback off that, if you should post them online. If you're afraid to, just do it. There's so many people that I've gone in their houses and they're like, oh, I'm afraid to do it, or I'm not worthy. It's like, put it online. Oh my god. I'm a mod in a Facebook group, like, it's a housing group, and I'm so excited when people post their stuff. And some of the people I've told, like, I'm like, go post, and they see it, and I'm so excited. I'm like, everyone needs to see this. Please post it online.
There is some people out there where I saw on Wowkia, I saw some builds, and I was like, how do I not see those on Instagram or anywhere? Because I'm mostly on Instagram, I have to admit. I'm not on X or TikTok or Blue Sky. Unfortunately, I just made kind of Instagram my thing. But I'm just like, there was this guy that made murals, like paladin murals, as from glass windows, kind of, or tainted glass windows, and it was just like, I think that many of the small creators need encouragement from bigger creators. The bigger creators need to be aware of their power, that they have like power, because they need to go to small creators and be like, oh, hey, I like that, I love that build, do more, and then they actually go out of that. I still claim up to this day that my OG restaurant is poop in comparison to what you guys are pulling off now. My restaurant is just like a restaurant. That is it. There is nothing, even the VIP room, when in the beginning I was like so proud of my VIP room, and now it's just like I go in and I'm like, I need to refurbish this. This is like, no, because we also learn, as we said in the chat, we learn so much through our builds, as GP said, that we want to enhance all of our next builds. So it's really important, to do that. But yes, Zanzi, thank you so much. That is very, very valuable. GP?
Yeah, I don't consider myself a big creator. It's weird to think that, like, I'm not a big creator. Like, I don't, a lot of my posts do flop. It's like I get one hit every, like, but I will say, yeah, just post. Like, you don't know what people are gonna like latch onto and like feel like, because you are sharing like a part of yourself too, like, and it's cool to relate. Like, I would say this, like, I played WoW for a really long time, and like forever, and so I think if people can get excited about just sharing like this game in a new way, like, I think it's a beautiful thing can happen, and like you find more community, like people that want to just, it's weird because you don't find the community in game anymore. Like you've lost a lot of it with the realms being like sharded and everything, and it's like a way to find new community. So yeah, just post, even if, who cares if it doesn't do well, like, just have fun with it.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah,
that is basically it. Oh my god, I love this table talk. I hope everybody did as much as I did. I loved having you guys here. It has been a genuine pleasure, and a fun time. I hope you liked your questions. Did I do well with the questions? Did you expect something else?
It was tough for some of them, because I'm like, oh, I could go on a tangent about this, but they were really good questions, Ma.
Well, Botanical, you should just do like what's they're called, a TED Talk. Just do a TED Talk. Be like, because there you can yap, as long as you want.
My housing streams are called Build and Yap, because it's like 30% building, 70% yapping. So.
Yeah, I was laughing because I went to Taliesin's and Evital's stream yesterday, and me and Gecko are constantly in there overlapping, and like, he just goes in there and says, oh, I'm gonna play today, and then he streams for 4 hours and doesn't get like 5 minutes of playtime in, because he's just talking to everybody so much. But yeah, that's basically it from my side. I am, as said, very, very grateful and thankful for all of you here, and that you were here and that you accepted to be here. You will go into the books of the ones that were on Ma's Table Talk. I'm so grateful for that. The next Table Talk will be in 2 weeks' time. And it's going to be a fun one, because it's called the WoW Bare Necessities. So, oh, well, look, My husband got my message. Look, we were gonna. Thank you so much. I sent that message an hour ago. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Goodness me, I love him to bits. Just wanted here, we can stop it at that because somebody in the chat said that they liked my mermaid ma. So I'm gonna show you guys
Oh my
because you're
God.
here. That's my little mermaid ma, and she is for mermaid, basically my little one, and she's gonna be sent when done also to all the Patreons. And I mean, all of my chibis kind of still look alike, and I was trying alcohol markers and failed massively in them. But I am basically making all of my highest tier Patreon characters into chibis like this. So if you ever want to have a chibi like that, there you go. That's your thing. So that's my little mermaid
So
mom.
cute.
Yeah, thank you. I failed massively, but let's hope I'm gonna get better, as with housing. So yes.
Uh-oh,
Whoa,
Zanzibar, you're
Zanzi, you were cutting
all
off.
freaked out.
I don't know what this problem with this thing is. I need a new mic.
Yes, now we finally found out that you need a new mic. Okay, my lovelies, it's Eurovision Song Contest time. We're gonna battle it out with some snacks in my house.
Have fun.
I thank you so much. Let's see who's gonna win. I love you all. Mwah, to bits. Chat. I love you all. Thank you for all the follows. Thank you for the hype trains. Please check out the Patreon, the GoFundMe. Send it away. Send it to as many people as you can. Help me please out. And thank you for being here. Thank you, GP, for showing us your lovely white-faced Tauren. White-faced Tauren is like a bad thing to say. Thank you. That sounds like a porn movie. I just figured it out. Anyway, thank you, Botanical, for your sunshiny face, and thank you, Zanzi, the queen of dragons. Thank you for being here. I love you all. I appreciate you all, and thank you so much, chat, for sticking by us when we are this crazy.
Yay!
Goodbye.
All
Have
right.
a nice evening.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.